Hey friends, as I told my husband I was going to do my taping outside, all of a sudden, like 3 dogs came over. So if you have dogs in this video, so sorry. Just be amused by them like we are. Today I'm going to read chapter 7, No Grandpa's Here. Remember that Allie was very close to her granddaddy, and that her granddaddy passed away. The book said 3 months before her dad was deployed, and he was deployed around Thanksgiving. So we just know that, I don't know if it'll be a happy chapter or not, but we'll see. I sit on my bed holding my copy of Alice in Wonderland. The shaky writing in front of the book says, "For Allie, my wondrous girl, love Grandpa." The colors of the book are all bright, even though the book is old. Inside, the pages are soft and the writing is bigger than in the books now. But I still can't read it by myself. It's like having a gift that's locked in a glass box. I'm feeling heavy, but I always do on Sunday nights. The thought of another week of school does that. It's like knowing I have to pull a tire through a keyhole the next day. But I'll have a new teacher, a Mr. Daniels. Sounds like a grandfatherly type of pockets full of lollipops, which would be nice. I'm hoping he'll spend a lot of time straightening his bow tie and telling us about the good old days and not giving us much work. But when I show up, I find that Mr. Daniels is no grandfather. He's younger than Mrs. Hall. He wears a dark jacket and a tie with colored circles on it. When I get closer, I realize they're planets. Most of the kids are gathered around him. I throw my stuff in the closet and walk over. He said, "My very excellent mother just served us nachos," and claims it is an easy way to remember the planets in order from the sun. Let me read it to you again. My very excellent mother just served us nachos. See if you can do it. Albert, whose hair reminds me of a bird's nest, kind of like mine up there, stands nearby. I feel bad for Pluto. I look over and my eyes are pulled to the bruises on his arms. Pluto was a planet all those years, and when someone just decided it wasn't anymore, too small, too far away, orbit just not right. I don't really think Pluto cares, Albert, I mumble. He sits in his chair and he says, "Well, I do." I feel bad for him. I want to ask him about the marks. He is big and clunky, but not fat. The kind of size where others would usually leave him alone. I pull out my chair and sit down. Okay, I tell myself, I'm going to do better. I'm going to work harder. That's all I need to do. I'm going to really concentrate this time, even though I know I've tried that and it doesn't work. Reading for me is like when I drop something and my fingers scramble to catch it, and just when I think I've got it, I don't. If trying to read helped, I'd be a genius. Mr. Daniels is in front of me. I hold my breath and I lean back. He holds out his hand. "I'm Mr. Daniels. Nice to meet you," he says. Shay leans toward Jessica. I guess he doesn't know who he's talking to. As usual, most of her friends laugh. "Hey," Mr. Daniels says, turning toward her. "That isn't cool. We don't do that in here," which wipes the smile off Shay's face. Then he turns back to me. "What's your name?" "Allie Nickerson," I answer so softly that even I can barely hear myself. "Well, are you going to shake my hand, Allie Nickerson?" he asks. "I don't bite on Mondays." Great, just what I need, a funny guy for a teacher. I take his hand, but only for a second. My mind is already spinning off, wondering what terrible things Mrs. Silver has told him. The plans they've made for me. I see myself wrapped in a rope, lying on the train tracks just like in Grandpa's old black and white silent movies. Okay, Fantasticos, take your seats, he calls. Time to set the world on fire. Everyone scrambles to their seats, but I'm still lying on the imaginary train tracks, all tied up and watching the engine come around the corner. Oh, I hope it's going to be a good year for Allie. That's the end of Chapter 7. Chapter 8 is called Real Trouble. We'll read it later, and I will also post another word ladder. Hey, 4th graders, getting ready to be 5th graders. On the county website is a link for another book club. If you would like to be in a book club in addition to Fish in a Tree, you're more than welcome to go on there. They need you to sign up as soon as possible. So alert, alert, alert on that. I should have probably said that at the first of the video. I may make another video just as a public service announcement. So love y'all. Gosh, I miss you. Starting another week without y'all, it just doesn't seem right. Talk to you soon. Bye.